Hello, Americans, patriots, Christian brothers, sisters alike. How you doing? We're here in New York State, especially upstate, my area, and even further up. For a second year in a row, and it's worse than last year, we are having a mega problem with caterpillars, cicadas, and these wacky looking colored moths. To the point where you go to some places in upstate New York, I mean, these people are literally crapping all over you, man. That's how bad it is. And it's destroying a lot of the vegetation, destroying a lot of fruit trees, destroying a lot of people's plants. It's pretty bad. Now, I've been saying, anyone who has a relationship with the Lord knows that if you're going to fix most problems, you have to go to the spiritual side of things and break whatever curses that may exist and start there. New York is, listen, I mean, the great thing about New York is that we almost have it all. I mean, we have the biggest city and arguably the greatest city. I'm not sure about that anymore, but I mean, that is the center of media, fashion, sports, Broadway shows, culinary. I mean, you name it, we have it. We have beaches out in Long Island, beautiful beaches. We have the beautiful Hudson Valley, the Capital Region, Lake Placid, the Catskills, Niagara Falls. We have a lot. But New York also has a history of being very rebellious to God's ways. And it's no coincidence that those two eclipses this year crossed over in a spot in New York State. I bet you didn't know that New York was one of the last states, I think the last state to sign the Declaration of Independence. They held out, I think, for something like 50 days. Could have been longer, I'm not sure. But they eventually did sign, but they held out for a long time before they did. Also, New York is where the case for the abortion case all began. Right here in New York State. And it also, New York State was also the place where the prayer was taken out of schools also originated from. In fact, it's not that far away from my area. The guy was, I think it was Angler, was an atheist. And he was from a town called Hyde Park in Dutchess County. Now, what president lived in Hyde Park? You guessed it. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Now, we all know that FDR was the closest thing we had to a dictator until Obama came along. But FDR also appointed a judge named Hugo Black to the Supreme Court. And I think he became eventually the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Hugo Black was a nasty, nasty individual. He was an atheist as well, but you can classify him more as a God hater because he hated the Jewish religion and he hated the Catholic Church. So, all this stems from New York. And when you look at what New York's going through, a dwindling population, a lot of people are moving out, and not many are moving in. The economy hasn't been good here. A lot of rich people have left. Cuomo, Hochul, and Mayor Adams have all begged the rich people to come back to New York and told the left to shut the hell up. Because whether you like it or not, we need them. Even though their policies keep driving them out. Regardless, this is why New York is going through what they've been going through this year and last year. It's kind of like almost like the 10 plagues, only not as many. It could be more in a way, we don't know, but between the moths, the caterpillars, and the cicadas, it's gotten pretty bad. And I said, and what the Point Chronicle says, if a people will humble themselves and ask for forgiveness, I will heal their land, including the people. New York, wake from your slumber. If you don't want to become a ghost town or ghost state, start praying. Ask for repentance, true repentance, and ask God to heal the state and to drive out all the corruption. Put your comments down below. What's your opinion? Like to know. God's in control. Jesus Christ is still king, and we'll talk to you later.